Today's sponsor is Audible.com, who has more than 180,000 audiobooks and spoken word audio products. Get a free audiobook of your choice at www.audibletrial.com/Trending Topics with BB. Hello and welcome to another rousing edition of Trending Topics with BB. I am your humble host, Brooke Brown, hence the BB. Well, yes, it has been many weeks since the last episode was published. Life's been crazy. I've been thinking of content to post, trying to get guests lined up. Schedules have not been aligning. But in the meantime, I hope you have been enjoying all of the previous episodes. And if you have not already either subscribed on iTunes or Stitcher, left a great comment with a great rating, that would help this podcast be found by many other listeners out there. And I thank you to all that have done that thus far. But it still helps this little small podcast get found by other people on any of the platforms that this will be posted. Check out the new BB Media Industries website. That's also where you can find a link to this podcast if you need to, as well as any social media. Just type in Trending Topics with BB on Facebook, or if you're on Twitter or Instagram, TT with BB, and those are the handles that you will be able to find this podcast. So now that is out of the way, that housekeeping, I wanted to bring back another soapbox episode. It seemed to be on my soapbox a lot lately, but this has been festering for many, many weeks now, and I felt the need to fucking talk about it. So, I don't know if we live in a world right now. Well, first of all, we live in a world right now where there's so much fucking negativity, shit going on. From natural disasters to political unrest to you name it, plus our own personal struggles. So yes, this has been festering, but I think it's time to use the phrase stay woke as opposed to racism. I've already talked about that in length on previous episodes, and I don't really want to keep harping on how fucked up things are. But in this coming of age, I want you to stay woke, dealing with the media and social media. I don't know about you, but when you log on to social media nowadays, and whenever somebody wants to make a point, whether it is a media outlet, a celebrity, somebody, a friend, a foe, an enemy, whatever you may or may not call it, have you noticed that we're so divided in terms of anything? Like, we can't agree with people, and that even you follow and pay attention to people you don't even like, that way you can falsely comment. I'm talking Facebook, but the same happens on any other social media platform, about the issue, statement, whatever. Now, if you do not like a late night host, because right now a lot has been talked about what late night hosts are saying about the president and any comedians out there, so on and so forth. If you do not like what they're saying, why the fuck are you following them anyway? Why the fuck do you care so much to be like, oh, I'm going to comment? The same goes to kind of harp back a little bit on the whole silent protest in the NFL, the kneeling, all that shit going on. If you don't agree with it, why do you have to blatantly broadcast, okay, I fucking hate this, and to comment about how offended you are, as opposed to just fucking not following it anymore and moving on with your lives? Why do we feel the need to broadcast our feelings every 5 fucking seconds? What happened to the time when people would just not like something and then move on, instead of saying and getting into arguments with people over social media about what you don't or do not or do like, while wasting everybody's time? It's funny. On the other hand, at least it's very entertaining for me to see a post or something online and then read the comments, because the comments you either support or don't support, and then it becomes an argument of why or not you support, and then it's just it's not really an actual discussion. It's more of he said, she said, their bullshit versus our bullshit. And I mean, it's entertaining for me to read, but also sometimes I'm finding myself rolling my eyes more and more because I just think people aren't woke to the actual issues, and they're just angry for no fucking reason. I don't know if anybody else feels that like I do, but seriously, what is the point of... have we become such a society, a world society? I'm not just talking United States versus Mexico versus... I'm not talking countries. I'm talking... Have we become, with the internet, that our insecurities are so bad that even if we don't agree with something, we must get a word in edgeways. Otherwise, it did or did not happen. Is that to kind of go with the whole... why we go to events and take 15 million pictures and videos, because if we didn't document it, it didn't really happen? I mean, come on. That's a load of bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't agree with everything, and if we all agreed, then life would be boring. And that's what I'm not saying. I'm just saying, when somebody tries to make a point, can't we all kind of try to put each other in others' perspectives, even if we don't necessarily agree or understand? I don't know. Maybe that's why we're having such conflict, and there just seems to be such bullshit going on in the fucking world right now, is people just don't put yourselves in other people's perspectives. Everybody feels which can it? I don't know. It's just, right now, I just want people to be awoke to the fact that you look like fucking idiots online when you're just bickering. But with that, I guess I'm just going to end this. And BB's out. Try to stay woke out there, people.